Hello everyone, welcome to the Needle Magic. In today's tutorial we are making this beautiful bookmark. आज के tutorial में हम ये प्यारा सा bookmark बनाएंगे. It's very easy if you're familiar with the star stitch, but if you're not familiar with the star stitch, you're going to learn a new stitch today. So let's begin. To make the bookmark, we need yarn, a crochet hook. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook, tapestry needle and scissors. So let's begin. Let's start with the slip knot. सबसे पहले हम एक slip knot बनाएंगे. And now we need to chain according to the size of the bookmark that we want. तो आपको जितना long आपका bookmark चाहिए उतनी आपने अपनी foundation chain बनानी है. So I'll be chaining 40. You can chain according to the size that you want of your bookmark. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 8 39 40. So here I have made 40 chains. I'll make one extra chain. तो आप जो भी अपनी foundation chain बनाएंगे वो एक odd number होनी चाहिए. So you have to make sure that your foundation chain is of an odd number. So I have chained 40 plus 1, that is 41. So numbers ending with 1, 3, 5, 9, those are odd numbers. So make sure that your foundation chain is an odd number. Since we are doing it in the star stitch, it needs to be an odd number. तो स्टार स्टिच जब भी हम बनाते हैं तो हमारी फाउंडेशन चेन हमें ये ध्यान में रखनी है कि ऑड नंबर में हो. नाउ लेट्स बिगिन. विल गो इनटू द सेकंड चेन फ्रॉम द हुक. सेकंड चेन फ्रॉम द हुक में जाएंगे एंड विल पुल अप अ लूप. हमने एक लूप पुल कर ली. विल गो इनटू द नेक्स्ट चेन. विल पुल अप अनदर लूप. विल गो इनटू द नेक्स्ट चेन. विल पुल अप अनदर लूप. विल गो इनटू द नेक्स्ट चेन. विल पुल अप वन मोर लूप and we'll go into the next chain and we'll pull up another loop. Now we have a total of 6 loops. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have a total of 6 loops on our needle. Now we have to yarn over and pull through all the loops that are on the needle and chain 1 to secure. Now from here on we'll start with our star stitch. You can see that half star is done. The next row when we do, we will complete the star. Now we need to go into the chain 1 that we had made. You can see this chain 1. We'll go in and we'll pull up a loop. Then this is the loop that we had done last. So we'll go in there, we'll pull up another loop. We'll go in the stitch from where we pulled our last loop. We'll pull up a loop, go into the next chain, pull up another loop, go into the next chain, pull up another loop. Now again we have a total of 6 loops. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now we'll yarn over and pull through all the loops that are on our needle and chain 1. So you can see this is the chain 1, this is the last loop, this is the stitch from where we have taken our last loop and these 2 chains. So from here we take our next loops. 1 from the chain 1, so we go in, pull up a loop. 1 from the last loop that we had taken. 1 from the stitch. 1 from the next chain and 1 from the next chain. So here again we have 6 loops. We'll yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1. Then again we'll go into the chain 1, pull up a loop, go into the last loop, pull up a loop, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, go into the chain, pull up a loop, go into the next chain, pull up a loop and pull through all the loops and chain 1. Then again go into the chain 1, pull up a loop, go into the last loop, pull up a loop, go into the chain from where we have taken our last loop, pull up a loop, go into the next chain, pull up a loop, go into the next chain, pull up another loop. Now again you have 6 loops, yarn over and pull through all the loops and chain 1. And this is how it's looking so far. So we need to continue doing this until we reach the end of our foundation chain. तो हमें इसी तरीके से repeat करके end तक जाना है. So 1 loop from the chain 1, 1 loop from the loop, last loop, 1 from the chain from where we have taken our last loop, then the next chain and the next chain. So this is the last loop, and this is the chain from where we have taken our last loop. So these are used to make our next star. So you can see this is the chain 1, we are going in the chain 1, we are taking a loop, we are going in that last loop and we are taking another loop, we are going in the chain from where we had taken our last loop and we are taking a loop. Then in the next 2 chains we'll be taking the next 2 loops, and here we have a total of 6 loops, and we'll yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1. Then again from the chain 1, from the loop, from the last chain, from the next chain, from the next chain, and here we have 6 loops, and pull through all and chain 1 to secure. If you're familiar with the star stitch, this bookmark is it'll be really easy for you. But if you're not familiar with the star stitch, maybe at the beginning you'll feel a bit confused, but once you start doing it, it's not so difficult as it seems to be, and the project, whatever you make with the star stitch, it comes out really beautiful. So 1 from the chain 1, 1 from the last loop, 1 from this last chain, next chain and next chain, chain 1 to secure. Then 1 from the chain 1, 1 from the last loop, 1 from the chain from where we had taken our last loop, 1 from the next chain and 1 from the next chain. Yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1 to secure. Then again 1 from the chain 1, 1 from the last loop, 1 from the chain from where we had taken our last loop, next chain and next chain. Yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1. Then again 1 from the chain 1, 1 from the last loop, then from the next chain, and we have these loops, and we'll keep on continue doing this. We have to continue until we reach the end. तो इस तरीके से आपने continue करना है. You can make the bookmark according to the size that you want. You can increase or decrease the number of foundation chain according to the size of your bookmark that you're wanting. So if you want a bigger one, you can increase the number of foundation chain, and if you want a smaller one, you can decrease the number of your foundation chain. But the pattern will be exactly the same, and make sure that you have an odd number in your foundation chain. Chain 1. So this is how it's looking so far. So let's do that again. 1 from the chain 1, 1 from the last loop, 1 from the chain from where we had taken our last loop, 1 from the next chain, 1 from the next chain, and we have 6 loops. Yarn over, pull through all of them and chain 1. Then again go into the chain 1, pull up a loop, go into the last loop, pull up a loop, go into the chain from where we had taken our last loop and pull up a loop, from the next chain and from the next chain. Then again from the chain 1, from the loop, from the chain, from the next chain and from the next chain. Yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1. Then again from the chain 1, last loop, chain, next chain and next chain. Yarn over, pull through all the loops and chain 1 to secure. Now we are left with one last chain, and we'll be doing a half double crochet stitch in this chain. तो इस वाली chain में हम एक half double crochet stitch करेंगे. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops. So here row number 1 is done, and this is how it's looking. So this is half star, and when we complete row number 2, the row number 2 will complete the star. So let's start with chain 2, 1 and 2. Turn your work, and now if you see, we have these little eyes of the stars. So you can see these little eyes of the stars. You can see these where we did the chain 1. You have these little eyes. So we have to work in these eyes now. So in eyes में हमें work करना है. So these tiny spaces you can see, the eyes of the stars. We have to make two half double crochet stitches in each of these eyes of the stars. So we'll yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops. So here we have done 2 half double crochet stitches. Now in the next eye we'll make 2 half double crochet stitches. तो हर आई में हमें दो हाफ डबल क्रोशे स्टिचेस करने हैं, 1 and 2. Then in the next eye again 1 and 2. Then in the next eye again 1 and 2. In the next eye again 2 half double crochet stitches, 1 and 2. So here is the next eye, 1 and 2. Then again in the next 1 and 2. In the next again 2 half double crochet stitches, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you have to keep repeating the pattern until you reach the end. तो इसी pattern को आपने repeat करना है जब तक आप end तक नहीं जाते. You have to just keep doing 2 half double crochet stitches in each of the eyes that we have here, the tiny little space between the stars, and this row will complete the star and our bookmark. So it's a very easy pattern if you are familiar with the star stitch, but even otherwise you will be able to learn a new stitch. It's a 2-row repeat stitch. If you need to do any other project, you have to just repeat row 1 and row 2 until you reach your desired length of whatever you're making, and it's a really beautiful stitch. So we have to just keep doing 2 half double crochet stitches in the tiny little space that we have to complete the round, to complete the row number 2. This is the last eye of the star, and now we'll do 1 half double crochet stitch into the last stitch that we have here, or the chain we can say. So this is the back side of the work and this is the front side of the work, and here you can see the star stitch. Now I'll chain 1 and fasten off. मैं chain 1 करके fasten off कर रही हूँ, and we can weave in the yarn tails using tapestry needle. Tapestry needle की मदद से हम इसे weave in कर देंगे. So at the back side of the work I'll just go in some stitches, and then I'll just thread the needle and pull it through, and I'll just cut the extra yarn tail from here. I'll do the exact same on the other side. So here our bookmark is done. We just need to add a tassel at the bottom. तो हमें bottom में सिर्फ एक tassel लगाना है. So now let's make the tassel. So for the tassel I'm just going to rotate the yarn on my fingers, and the more you rotate the yarn, the more rotations you have, the thicker your tassel will be. तो उतना thick आपका tassel बनेगा. So if you want a thinner one, don't rotate it much, but if you want a thicker one, then you can rotate it as many times as you want depending on the thickness of your choice. Now once it's done, I'm just going to remove it from my fingers, and I'll cut it from the top. And here I have the yarn strands for the tassel. तो इधर मेरे पास yarn strands है tassel के लिए. So let me just straighten them up. Now we'll take a tiny little piece of yarn and we'll place the yarn strands on top, and we'll tie a knot here at the center. Make sure that it's at the center. one more knot, and one last time. Okay, this is done. Now we'll hold it this way, just straighten it up, and we need to add the yarn on the top, leaving a little bit of space. So we'll do that, taking little yarn like this, and just leave the yarn tail down and start rotating it at the top like this. And once you feel that it's looking good, we'll just make a knot like this, hold it this way, put the round in and pull it through. Then again do that 2 to 3 times and it will be secured. You have to just go like this, come in, and it's secured. Now this is the yarn tail that I'll be using to attach it to the bookmark. So what I'll do is I'll be threading the yarn, the needle, and I'll go in the tassel and come out from the top like this. And here our tassel is ready. You can just trim the bottom to make it even करने के लिए आप इसे trim कर सकते हैं नीचे से. So you can just trim it off. And I think it's fine. It's looking good like this. You can even straighten it up if you want, but I feel it's cool like this. So let's take all this yarn tail, and now I'll add it to my bookmark. I'm going into the eye of the star, and I'm leaving a little bit of yarn so that it hangs like this, and then I'll make a couple of knots to secure it. Tie the knot and it's secured enough. Now I'll just go in couple of stitches at the back, and I'll cut the extra yarn from here. And here your bookmark is ready. तो ये देखिए आपका bookmark बनके ready हो गया. So I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Keep crocheting, stay safe, be happy. Bye bye.